Good evening, everyone. Welcome to closing comments here for June 3rd. Let's jump right into our charts and see what happened in this market today. First up, we got August live cattle on the board. We did see some good back and forth action once again in this live cattle market today. Price breaking down off that opening range, briefly undercutting our bear pivot there at 237. Low of the day printing down there at 235.37. However, those bulls were able to step back in and offer some good support after undercutting that level. We did probe this thing down here and saw a nice snapback all the way up towards 240 at the high of the day. We did see a less than impressive finish though, with this market finishing the day down there just shy of 238. At the moment, we can just say that this market continues to be a battleground here between 237 and 241. We expect to see this action continue as long as these bulls can keep today's low and this 237 line intact. They have a chance to try and get this market rallying again. We just need to get some decisive bids back above these prior day highs coming in here right around 240.40. Bids above that level should get this market pushing back up here towards the mid 240s. But at the moment, this market continues to weigh heavy here. We need to make sure that these bulls can continue to defend 237 here throughout the remainder of this week. Any sort of daily closes down here below this level will signal more downside. So continue to be defensive here. Any sort of daily finishes down here below this level will signal some more weakness for this live cattle market. Next up, we got August feeders on the board. Less than impressive action here in this feeder market today, showing a little bit relative weakness compared to that live cattle market. This thing continuing down here into new lows, finishing the day there at 342.5. Below those prior week's lows has this thing moving lower once again. This market should just continue to bleed down here into the 340 to high 330s in the next couple days. Not much slowing this thing down at the moment. Expect this selling pressure and volatility to stick around here for this feeder market. Next up, we got our July corn futures on the board. This market continues to flush here. Had a nice breakdown all the way from 440 at yesterday's close down here through 430 today. This market actually finishing right on top of 430, but so far here in the evening session continuing to push down here into new contract lows. 426.5 printing here so far tonight. We should see this market continue to unwind here as we push right here through this prior support. This thing is rolling to the downside. We should see the selling pressure continue here on this corn market. Next up, crude oil prices continue to rally a little bit here today, pushing up into the mid 90s. We did see this thing testing the high of the day at 97 bucks. At the moment, this market is just kind of bouncing off these range lows, just kind of a technical bounce here at the moment. Going to be facing some headwinds here in the next couple of days between 97 and 100 bucks. We should see these lower highs continue to put pressure on this market and keep bleeding this thing back down here into the $90 and $80 range. And next up, equity markets seeing some selling pressure here today. Each of our indexes losing a little bit of ground here, the Dow being the weakest of the bunch after finishing yesterday at new all-time highs. Nasdaq just printing a nice little inside day here, selling off a little bit, but nothing major. The S&P also closing down here below these prior day lows. Looking like we might be just getting a little bit of a pullback underway. This uptrend still remains intact. This thing has just seen a very impressive rally here over the last couple months up into these new all-time highs. Wouldn't be surprised to see this thing kind of settle back here towards that 20-day average. We continue to see some relentless strength here across these equity markets. We should find support there. If not, we got good support all the way down here towards this 50-day moving average. We should see dip be good buying opportunities across the board. Keep looking out there for some good discounts, good deals, and we should see this market continue to rally here into the summer. Near-term pullback is expected here if this market continues with this downside below today's low. Dips will be seen as good buying opportunities, so we'll just be patient and wait for this thing to pull back into this area and offer some better buy points. But we should see this big picture uptrend continue here higher as we head into the summer. Thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. Catch you guys tomorrow.